Now at 10, the social media app one Colorado mother says is enabling deadly fentanyl deals.
It breaks a family up. It broke us.
Her fight to stop the tragedies and a new push to fight gun violence.
I'm going to use my voice forever.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars to find a solution.
A warm-up for your 3-day weekend and more snow for our mountains. I'm tracking your first alert weather.
The news starts now.
As Colorado attempts to crack down on the people dealing deadly amounts of fentanyl, others are going after the avenues they say make these deals possible.
Snapchat, the popular instant message app, is now the target of a wrongful death lawsuit brought by a mother in Thornton and other parents. The family say Snapchat is facilitating the sale of fentanyl and, as a result, taking lives. Our Karen Morfitt has been taking a closer look at that lawsuit. Karen, that mother tells you the company has to be held accountable for the fallout.
And Jim, she isn't alone. She is part of, she and 7 other families are part of that lawsuit. Each one of them have lost a loved one, often a child, after they were connected to drug dealers on Snapchat. Now they say that this app has features on the app that enabled the sale of those deadly drugs.
You've likely never met Max Osterman, but just one look at his photo and you can feel the joy he brought to those around him, especially his mother.
He was a beautiful baby, an absolutely beautiful baby. I mean, not just bias.
Kimberly Osterman says as a teen, her son started to spend more time on Snapchat. As a mom, she downloaded the app and thought she knew the risks.
I knew, again, more of the surface because I wasn't using it like they're using it.
Features like disappearing messages, My Eyes Only, and Snap Map, she says, opened a door to a world she knew nothing about at the time.
It's dangerous, and they can make it safe.
In 2021, Max sent his last message to a drug dealer he connected with on the app to purchase Percocet. It was laced with fentanyl.
It breaks a family up. It broke us.
Osterman is now part of a wrongful death lawsuit filed by the Social Media Victims Law Center. They claim the social media giant created dangerous dependencies for its minor users, then designed and distributed dangerous tools aiding drug dealers.
It's like a restaurant menu, except all sorts of different types of prescription drugs.
Matthew Bergman is the lead attorney.
They use also kind of geographic targeting to be able to focus that on young people who are in the vicinity of those dealers.
The goal for everyone involved is to prompt change.
I don't want any other families to go through this.
Now, the dealer in Osterman's case was identified but has yet to be prosecuted. We did reach out to Snapchat for a comment on this lawsuit and have not heard back. We're live tonight in Denver. Karen Morfitt covering Colorado First.
Karen, thank you. A mother is asking for justice after her 16-year-old daughter was shot and killed in northeast Denver. Aaliyah Cortez died yesterday morning, and there's still no arrest. Shooting happened Wednesday evening in the 5400 block of North Atchison Way. That's near Peoria and I-70 in Denver's Montbello neighborhood. Aaliyah's family says she was in a car with her older sister, Jenny. When the suspect approached the car, put a gun to her sister's head, and that's when Aaliyah stepped in.
Aaliyah felt like she needed to help her sister, because that's the person that she was, like. When she saw that gun, her first instinct was to swat it or get it out.
Police are investigating this case as a homicide. Aaliyah's mother says while she doesn't believe anyone intended to kill her daughter, whoever did it should come forward.
The accused gunman in the mass shooting at Club Q in Colorado Springs was back in court today. The judge denying his lawyer's request to delay the preliminary hearing in the case. Lawyers for Anderson Aldrich tried to push back next month's hearing, saying they have a lot of evidence to review. But the judge kept the date at February 22nd. That suspect facing more than 300 charges, including several counts of first-degree murder. These are the 5 people who died in the Club Q shooting in November. 2 were employees, 3 were customers.
It is nearly every night that we tell you about another tragic case involving gun violence. Well, now the state is asking for help in trying to stop it. Tori Mason with more on the new effort to fund groups working towards solutions. And Tori, the state is giving out $200,000 in grants.
Yes, Karen, and there are a lot of organizations doing this work that we just don't hear about very often. We do talk about the violence itself a lot. Today I spoke with one person who survived gun violence, and now he wants to share his story.
The craziest question that I received through this whole experience is like, what did you do to get shot?
There's nothing Darian Simon, Isabella Thallis, or their dog could have done that's worth 24 bullets. Gun violence turned their ordinary walk into the worst day of his life and the last day of hers. After years of recovery, Darian says he's not a victim, he's a voice.
I know I'm going to die someday, but I didn't die from that, so I'm going to use my voice forever until I die. Because what else is the purpose of surviving something like that?
The state recognizes gun violence as a public health crisis. They're funding organizations trying to curb the numbers.
We're really out here giving them better options.
Dane Washington with Kids Above Everything is applying for the grant.
Say hi.
He says the solution isn't as simple as keeping weapons from kids. He's arming youth with education and opportunity.
There's a lot of different things that you can do before you have to resort to picking up a gun and becoming violent.
The state says grants may also be used for promoting safe storage and responsible ownership. Guns are here, and there's no reason to think this can't happen to you.
When it happened to me, it was so horrible in my mind that I was thinking that's the last time it'll ever happen, hopefully. And it's not been.
Says he's now, Darian says that he's not a victim. He says victims are the ones who don't survive. And it's really difficult for people in his position to speak about this on camera. And I actually asked him to, and I'm really glad he did, because it's not normal to get shot in a grocery store or a movie theater or a school. I mean, these are more than headlines, and this violence is happening to normal people every day, just walking their dogs, and it has to stop. We're live in Denver. Tori Mason covering Colorado First.
Tori, thank you. Applications for the state's grant program for groups working toward solutions are now open.
Colorado parents will have the chance for the first time ever to enroll their kids in free universal preschool next week. The governor signed universal pre-K into law last year. It allows Colorado kids to go to preschool for free for 15 hours every week. And families can pick the best setting for their child, ranging from school-based to home-based learning. We talked to the program's director on CBS Colorado at 4 today about what families can expect next week.
Families have plenty of time to really get into our new application system, search for providers that meet their needs, whether it's hours or a specific pedagogy or proximity to their home or work or family members.
The platform for enrollment goes live on Tuesday. All children in the state who are in that year before kindergarten are eligible.
Today also marks the start of school choice enrollment for Denver public school families. This is a chance for families to request a different school for their kid to go to and rank their top choices. An algorithm will match the students with a school based on preferences, admission priority, and of course space. You can find a link to DPS's school choice enrollment at our website, cbscolorado.com.
Tonight, a Ukrainian soldier getting the help he needs here in Colorado. We introduced you to Andrei Chersak earlier this week. He lost his leg fighting in Ukraine's war against Russia. Now, he has a new one. And Alan Janae continues to follow Andrei's story of recovery, one of bravery, and tonight, one of hope.
There is a particular kind of joy to have a piece of you back again.
He's like, it's excellent. Is it
tighter today? Prosthetist Jeff Ritalik made the final adjustments.
Very emotional.
And Andrei Chersak stepped forward into a changed life.
It's really exciting. Really, really exciting.
The prosthetic was a beautiful fit.
Everything feels excellent.
Andrei showed off the custom graphics, Ukraine displayed proudly.
Like a runway model.
The leg brought confidence.
He's like, I look like a Terminator.
Yeah, it's crazy to think in September I found him in a hospital room, pretty depressed.
Kelly Rohrig heads Limbs for Liberty. The idea emerged after she went to Ukraine, where she believes they're fighting for us.
And I think Americans really need to understand that, because had they not put up a fight, Russia would have been at the doorstep of Poland, which is NATO, and things would be a lot different.
Andrei left his job and his wife and young child behind and joined up. He was nearly killed in Zaporizhia in August. Far from home here in Colorado for the past few weeks, he has worried.
How difficult is it to watch from here?
It feels like a piece of me is ripping every day. Just just seeing what's happening there and not being able to do much from here.
The Colorado group has done their best to keep him busy.
He calls us all mamas. Like, I'm Mama Ira, Mama Kelly, and then Mama Sveta. So 3 women taking care of him while he's here.
He's met a lot of people. He's been snowboarding.
He went snowmobiling. He's a rock star.
All to keep him occupied as the leg was made. Constructed of carbon fiber, plastic, aluminum, and titanium. He might one day run with it.
With his dedication and what I've seen just in these last couple of appointments, he could, though.
It's the birth of my new leg, for sure.
Andre is getting the best of America to take home with him and is thankful to the Americans who helped him.
If not for you, I would have not been able to have an opportunity to get a leg like this ever in my life, or even see an America ever in my life.
In Boulder County, Alan Janae covering Colorado First.
Just fantastic. Alan, thank you. Still ahead, a holiday weekend means Coloradans are flocking to the mountains. Safety reminder, though, as we continue to see deadly accidents in our high country.
Well, a half and half holiday weekend coming your way. We're going to start out mild, and then we got another Pacific storm system that's going to bring snow to the mountains and maybe a little rain-snow mix to Denver before MLK Monday.
Denver Nuggets without Nikola Jokic, but the rest of the starters holding it down in a tight race with the Clippers. And the Broncos don't have much to hang their hat on from this season, but the stellar secondary is definitely one thing. How 2 Denver DBs were rewarded for their stellar performances.
We are covering Colorado First for you tonight. A holiday weekend means busy ski slopes, and a reminder, be safe if you're heading up to the mountains. Today, a man from Kentucky died while skiing at Steamboat Resort. The 65-year-old victim crashed into a tree well. He was skiing with his son. This is now the 3rd death we know of at a Colorado resort this season. A 29-year-old man died at Powderhorn Resort last week, and a 7-year-old man died after colliding with a tree at Aspen Highlands earlier this month. There have also been tragedies outside the resorts. The Colorado Avalanche Information Center is urging extreme caution in the backcountry this weekend. The majority of our mountains remain in considerable danger tonight. That is the orange on the map. While not high or extreme, the danger is certainly there.
We are elevating Black voices here at CBS Colorado as one Colorado man is working to inspire a future generation of cowboys. He's a Black cowboy out in Bennett, Colorado, and is trying to make his mark for a population often underrepresented. Mikael White shares his story ahead of his National Western Stock Show competition.
Maurice Wade says feeling this is indescribable, competing in a rodeo, tying 10 to 20 calves at a time.
Oh God, it's a rush. And then you step off, and then you run down the rope, and then you flank the calf, and then you tie 3 legs. And it ain't nothing like tying 3 legs and getting your hands up in the air. We're at the Cahill Ranch.
He tells me his dream of becoming a cowboy started when he was a little boy.
That was the American hero. It was really, Hollywood really glamorized it.
But as he watched old westerns, he noticed a lack of Black cowboys in the limelight.
I told myself when I get of some age, I was going to be the first African-American cowboy.
So the Army veteran made that his mission.
And I tell everyone it's a childhood dream realized.
And with his dream, he wants to raise up a younger generation of Black cowboys and cowgirls. That's why 35 years ago, he helped organize the Bill Pickett MLK Rodeo as part of the National Western Stock Show.
And get him saddled up here.
With each ride, he and his horse, Beer Money, are inspiring others.
When they come up to you and they start asking you questions and you know, me being able to educate them on their history, that's the real benefit that I get out of it.
Maurice even helped me get on a horse.
Okay, let's do it. Woo, yes!
Relax.
Okay, I'm relaxed. I'm
There-
relaxed.
there- look at that, see?
Relaxed.
Yeah.
Cool, calm, and
Just
collected here.
yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. Okay.
And for years to come, he's vowed to continue sharing his story, the things you don't see often enough in history books.
Tell me how important it is to represent our community as a cowboy.
When our people see representation in those fields, we realize that we can do it.
Mikael White covering Colorado First.
So Maurice and Beer Money compete on Monday, so we wish them all the luck.
Denver's Parade is one of the largest in the nation, coming up on Monday. Starts at Denver City Park, goes down Colfax, winds up at Civic Center Park. Our coverage starts at 9 a.m. on air here and on our stream. Make sure you have our app. We will send alerts right to your phone just to make sure your notifications are turned on. Dave, a weekend at hand, and we're looking forward to it.
We are indeed. Between now and Monday, we got a little storm sandwich in between as well. So here's what we're watching in the First Alert Weather Center. Warmer temperatures for most to get the weekend started. Mountain snow returns late tomorrow. We'll show you that. And we got a little rain-snow mix coming for the Front Range and the northeastern plains as well. Tonight, high clouds drifting across the state, all coming in from Utah, Nevada here. There's a little break once you get into Nevada here, and that may slide into the mountains by tomorrow morning. So we're going to have mostly cloudy skies tonight. Next big thing is a big low pressure center off the coast of California. It's already spreading rain, heavy rain and snow into the northern part of that state. And that will be sliding through here coming up Sunday into Monday. So let's walk you through this. Tomorrow, high clouds here in the east, a little bit of sun out in the mountains to start the day tomorrow. And then by afternoon, by lunchtime, you start to see the high clouds move in out west and out east as well. This is the afternoon, about 5:30 tomorrow. We start to see some snow south of I-70 down in the San Juans, and then it picks up into the morning on Sunday, and then into the northern part of the state Sunday afternoon. For us, in the afternoon on Sunday, it might see a little spit of rain or so between 2 and 5 o'clock, and then maybe a little rain-snow mix from Denver out over the eastern plains during the evening. That's at 10 o'clock, and you see it shooting on out of here. By Monday morning for the parade, it's gone with just a few leftover clouds and some cooler temperatures as well. So 5 p.m. tomorrow night through 11 p.m. Sunday, we do have a winter weather advisory from Crested Butte and all of the Grand Mesa, the Uncompahgre, all the way down to the San Juans for 6 to 12 inches of snow there. Other mountains will see some snow as well, 4 to 8 in some of these western and northwestern mountains, maybe about 3 to 6 for some of the Front Range mountains. And we'll have a rain-snow mix, and there's the chance we could get some accumulation around some of the metro area, maybe a half inch to an inch in some areas coming up Sunday night into Monday morning. By Monday morning, most of it should be gone. Patrick Dennis tonight from Brighton, 33 is our First Alert weather watcher there. 20s and 30s tonight up and down the Front Range, and 50s to near 60 across most areas tomorrow, and that includes the southeastern part of Colorado. So mostly cloudy, not as cold tonight, about 32. Tomorrow's high 56 downtown, about 50 at DIA, 44 on Sunday with rain, snow after dark, and then on Monday, 45 degrees for MLK Day. Then the next chance of snow comes your way on Wednesday and another one on Friday. So it's just that Sunday night bump in the road that we have coming at you this weekend.
And we will get ready for it. Thank you so much, Dave. Romy Bean's up next.